All right. What is your name and what is your podcast show?
My name is Matt Bertram, and my podcast is The Unknown Secrets of Internet Marketing, or best known as Best SEO Podcast. I also run a podcast network as the CMO called OGGN, Oil and Gas Global Network, and there's 29 different podcasts focused on the oil and gas space based out of Houston.
You are in podcasting, been in it for a long time. You've accomplished a lot. You have one of the oldest running podcasts, been doing it 12 years. What are some of the things you've accomplished? Like, give us some ideas on what does a 12-year-old podcast look like?
Certainly we're about SEO, so we're ranking quite well for podcasting terms around digital marketing and SEO. We've had like 4 million something downloads. We're doing about 1 million downloads a month right now as the network as a whole. Um, you know, really, I applied and I just found out I got turned down, but the Boy Scouts of America, I put in for to create the podcasting merit badge. And I was really hoping that was going to happen. And they said, "Oh, we're going to put in a different podcast." So I'm on the marketing committee for Better Boy Scouts of America. I'm an Eagle Scout, and really trying to help them. But podcasting is a fantastic way to deliver long form content. And there's a lot of like really cool people that we've been connected with, different kind of conferences and shows. People have asked us as reporters to be part of. You're a media. You're the arm of the media. You're the new media, and it's really fantastic. I mean, uh, we essentially started doing it as training. So podcasting wasn't in vogue like 5+ years ago. Okay. We were doing it as one-to-many broadcasting to train our team how to do like a remote team, how to do marketing or how to do, follow this or teach this concept. It was just kind of like what we're doing now. You record it and it's a video you watch. But back in the day, we were doing a lot more audio broadcasting and just communicating. But getting connecting with people has been really, really cool. It's crazy to hear some of the people that have heard about the podcast or they recognize your voice in a restaurant or stuff like that. Has been super, super exciting. I mean, really for me, as far as the biggest accomplishment is, we have a digital agency, EWR Digital. It's the back end of a lot of the delivery and execution to the premium content that's being generated. And so podcasting becomes basically a value generating or broadcasting content marketing funnel that drives people back to our business. And then, in addition to podcasting, I have a number of books out there, and all those things produce that thought leadership that help tell the stories and shape the conversation for what we do. Even for a number of our clients, we just landed Caterpillar, for example, and they have an engine that they're trying to communicate some things on as far as like efficiency, ESG, that sort of thing. And so we're crafting the premium content to help them do it. We've helped IBM. Like we've done some really cool things. And so I have a podcast for marketers, right? And then I have a podcast for, Fortune 500s, and really to understand the target audience and what you're trying to do with that content, and then repurposing that content through digital marketing and channels and shorts are really big. It is quite important, but it's part of the full package of what you have to do today to build a brand online.
Yeah. Why don't you give us a shout out to your books, man? I'd really love, you be able to share some of the books that you have, and, people could listen in could go find your books, listen to your podcast shows and crush it themselves.
Yeah. So if you search Matt Bertram, I have an Amazon profile that all the books are listed on. That's probably the best way. And there are audio versions and there's downloadable versions like Kindle and all that. Build Your Brand Mania was my first book. A lot of great reviews, tons of golden nuggets in that. If you're looking to grow a business and to build a brand and you want to know how to do it, it's a playbook to do that. Then I had a follow-up book called Rise of the Personal Brand, where I took a bunch of different influencers, kind of like this podcast, where I took a bunch of different influencers in the Houston area to cross-pollinate audiences and how they built their own brand, and everybody had a different story to tell. And then Know Like Trust is about podcasting. I was telling you in the pre-interview that basically I wrote that book to land a deal, but it was all the things I learned about podcasting. And I think podcasting is absolutely the best way to position a brand and tell a story in today's market. And then I recently came out with a book called Search. And it's about SEO because that's really what I'm known for and speak about.
Cool, man. I appreciate you coming on the show. We did that all in 5 minutes. Hope you guys are enjoying these quick clips of podcast hosts sharing their tips and tricks for you guys to help you learn so you can launch, grow, and monetize your show. Have a wonderful day, guys. Talk to you all on the next episode.